You can raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
I do.
Okay. Can you introduce yourself to the jury and spell your last name for the court reporter?
I'm George Clackham. Last name is Clackum.
And what do you do, Mr. Clackham?
I'm a senior project manager for Kevin Price Construction.
And you said, so you work for Kevin Price Construction. What does a senior project manager do?
He manages mostly the administration side, but some field work as well of construction projects.
Okay. And how many projects are you working on at one time?
Somewhere between 2 and 3 usually.
Back around May of 2024, did Colin Gray start working for Kevin Price Construction as well?
Yes, he did.
And what position did he hold?
He was a superintendent for us.
And what exactly is a superintendent?
They kind of manage the subcontractors and the day-to-day operations of the project itself.
So whereas you're working on kind of overseeing several projects on the administrative side, the superintendent will be solely working on one project generally?
Most of the time, unless the project's finishing up or just starting, then there may be some overlap.
Okay. And did you work with Colin Gray?
I did.
In what capacity?
He was the superintendent on projects that I was managing as a construction manager.
How much interaction did y'all have?
We usually had every day we'd have some interaction, sometimes all day long, sometimes just, a few times a day.
And what was his general work schedule?
He usually worked either from 7 to 3:30 or 7:30 to 4. But a lot of times they would work later than that in the day.
Okay. And would you be there on a daily basis knowing what time he left or didn't leave?
I would not.
If Mr. Gray had a child care issue or emergency, would he have been able to leave work early or miss work?
Yes, as long as he lets people know what was going on.
And how would he have gone about doing that? Who would he have contacted?
A few times he texted me and said, told me something was going on, or he would call the president or the vice president of the company.
Was his job flexible in that way, and that if he did need to leave, he could?
Yes.
And you indicated that he did from time to time take advantage of that flexibility?
Yes, there was a few times over the.
I'm going to draw your attention to September 4th. What project was Colin Gray working on at that time?
He was on, at that time, he was on Forsyth County fire stations.
Okay.
There was 2 different fire stations up there.
And are they in the same area?
They're about 30 minutes apart.
And then Forsyth County, what city is that?
Coming.
Was he present at the work site on September 4th?
Yes.
And that morning, where were you located?
I was actually I'd gone by the fire station in Rockdale County that we just finished, just to check on some things there, and then I was on my way to the office, but never got to the office.
And where is your office located?
It's in Athens.
Was anyone being fired that day or anything like that?
Not that I'm aware of.
And at some point that morning, did you receive a call from Colin Gray?
I did.
Okay. And you indicated that you never got to the Athens office. Was that on your way to Athens?
Right.
Do you remember around what time it was?
It was morning, probably somewhere around 9 or 10, I'm guessing.
Okay.
But that's just a guess.
And what did he say in that phone call?
He said that the school had called and his son had broken his arm and he needed to go to get him.
So he told you that he needed to go pick up his son because his son had broken his arm?
Yes.
Did he indicate which son had broken his arm?
I don't remember if it indicated which son.
What was his demeanor like, how did he sound when he said his son had broken his arm?
Just matter of fact, no, not really emotional in any kind of way.
And the phone call was, I know you said around 9 or 10, but from the phone records it was around 11:15. At that time, had you heard yet about the Apalachee school shooting?
I had been listening to the radio earlier in the morning, and I heard there was a shooter, but didn't pay attention to where the school, what school it was or anything associated with it.
So at that point, did you know that it was at the school that Colin Gray's son went to?
I did not.
Later that day or early the next morning, were you forwarded an email from Mr. Gray?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Who forwarded it to you?
My boss, Kevin Price.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 181.
Can I see that real fast?
Do you recognize that?
Yes.
And what do you recognize that as?
It's an email that Coley had sent to Kevin concerning something he had to do the next morning.
Okay. And is it a fair and accurate copy of the email that Coley or the defendant sent to Kevin Price and then that Kevin Price then forwarded to you?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time I would like to introduce into evidence State's Exhibit 181.
No objection.
181's good.
We're going to go ahead and publish it for the jury. So this email was sent on September 4th at 10:47 p.m. And can you read what Colin Gray wrote in that email?
I'm sorry for the late email tonight. My son had an issue today at school. I have to meet with his school in the morning. I will give you after I meet his teachers and counselors. I will get with George in the morning as well as Andrew and give him a rundown on who is coming to the job. Thank you both for everything. Again, sorry to reach out so late, Coley.
Thank you, Mr. Clacken. Nothing further.
Cross.
No questions, Judge.
All right. Thank you, sir. You're free to go. State calls next witness.
The state calls Kelsey Ward.